Hey guys, this is Margaret with Desserts and Delicious. Let's make Santa Belly cookies. I have my red fondant and my black cookie icing from Walmart. And so I rolled out my fondant and I'm spreading down just a little bit of shortening on the fondant so that my stencil will stick. And this is a stencil that I made with my Cricut just so that I have a nice even line for the belt. I used to do this with fondant, make my black belts in fondant, but I chose to do a stencil. So I'm showing you the cookie that I placed corn syrup on. That's what I attach my fondant to my cookie with. I'm laying down a little bit of the black cookie icing and I'm removing a lot of the excess. So when I pull up the stencil, you have that nice crisp line to form your belt. I'm taking my cookie cutter and I'm cutting out the piece and I'm gonna lay it on top of the cookie. See how simple that is? So let me show you again. And I'm just going to lay the stencil down and I'm going to rub in some of the excess that remained on the stencil. I'm going to come back in with just a little bit to make sure that everything is nice and even. And I'm removing a lot of the excess and then I'm going to pull up the stencil. Now you can only do this about 2 or 3 times before you have to wash everything off of the stencil and then start the process over again. See? Gorgeous. So here are my cookies. And now we're going to move on to the next step, which is the belt buckle. So I have some gold fondant. And then I'm using a small little square cookie cutter. And then I'm coming in with a square plunger to plunge out the centerpiece to make my buckle. So here are my buckles. Now the next step is I'm going to add on my buckle to my cookie. And I've attached that again using corn syrup. The next step is to come in with some raw icing. And I mix this up, and I'm using this instead of the, this is a 150 Wilton tip. And I'm using this instead of the Walmart white icing because the Walmart white icing is a little bit more runny, and I don't want it runny. You know, the Santa fur is a little lifted off of his jacket. So that's what I'm doing here. Is I've just mixed up this raw icing. You just use water. And again, coming in with that 150 Wilton tip, just making some little squiggly lines to form my fur. Okay. See? It looks gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to show you this process one more time. Okay, again, I'm just moving my hand backwards and forwards, slowly releasing some pressure out of the piping bag to form the fur on top of my cookie. I love this. It's really simple and it looks gorgeous and everything tastes delicious. And so there you go. And here's the finished product of my Santa Belly cookies. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more of this content, click to subscribe.